Hey there. So in this session we're going to be having a look at the singing topics in Auralia. The automatic assessment and the immediate feedback can just give your students the opportunity to work on these core skills, potentially in the privacy of their bedroom, and really develop a bit more confidence in being able to sing in a variety of different kinds of drills and contexts. As my little disclaimer, as a jazz saxophonist, I do apologise in advance for my serious lack of vocal tone and control, but perhaps this video might give you an idea of how perhaps a typical student may approach using these topics in Auralia. So first things first, we do need to set our voice type under the settings area under change your details. This may have already been configured, but if it hasn't, down here you can choose your voice type, and these have predefined ranges that are associated with them, or you can also select a custom level and enter that in on the staff. As a general requirement, a 13th is required as a range to just make this applicable across most of the topics in the programs. So once that's set up, we can jump into our first singing topic. Now typically when you first go into any of the singing topics, the microphone setup wizard will appear. So this will look a little bit like this. And again, if you need to revisit this setting, you can go to the settings microphone menu. So in here, we can choose our input device and also set our microphone input level. This is really important for getting accurate pitch detection in Auralia. So my level here is kind of halfway between the two lines. I'm getting a kind of a good level there. So that should be fairly suitable for most of these drills. Over on the right here, we can do some practice drills just to see and get a feel for how Auralia responds to our singing. Ma, ma. So in here, we can jump between a few different kinds of drills. Let's just try the chord one initially. So I can play this bit of notation back and then try my luck at singing it. And I'll click on start. Ma, ma, ma. Alright, so my first note was a little bit dodgy here. I can play back my audio if need be, but I'm just going to have another attempt at this. Ma, ma, ma. Okay, so ma, ma, ma. Play that back as well as play back the notation. So there are a variety of other kind of little setup exercises here as well. We might just try a scale one quickly. Ma, 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 ma. And you can see there that Auralia has kind of tracked our input there. Now just for reference, I'm just using a MacBook Pro here, just using the standard internal built-in mic on the MacBook. Okay, so this area can be great just to get for students to get a feel for how the singing topics do respond to their input, and obviously do a little bit of setup there as well. So now we're just going to jump into some of the singing topics in Auralia and just see how they all work from a student's perspective. There are quite a few, but we might try interval singing to begin with, fourths, fifths and octaves ascending only. So now that I've set up my voice type, all the questions that I receive should be within my vocal range. Ma, ma. So I'm then presented with the correct answer on notation, as well as I can listen back to the audio. Ma, ma. Ma, ma. Now if I do get something incorrect, ma, ma, then I get some nice feedback showing the correct answer. And I of course can also listen to the audio of my singing. Ma, ma. Okay, let's just jump quickly into a scale singing topic here. We might try level 6, which is a mix of major, minor forms and a few different modes. Ma, 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 ma. So then I get some nice kind of feedback there again, and of course can play my audio. Okay, let's quickly jump into perhaps a chord singing question. Level 1, which is just major root position and minor root position chords ascending. Ma, ma, ma. And finally, just so you can see how the sight singing topic works, let's jump in here. I will start with one of the lower levels here. Level 1, which is just 4-note melodies in C major. These will just use whole notes. Ma, 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 ma. Ma, 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 ma. Ma, 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 ma. And you can see as we move up through the levels, we get a mix of different tonalities. So in a minor key this time. And as we step through the levels, we get longer excerpts, and we start to introduce different scale degrees, larger intervals as well within the excerpt. I hope you've enjoyed exploring these singing topics in Auralia as demonstrated by a somewhat average vocalist. But as I mentioned at the start of this video, hopefully it gives you a bit of an idea how perhaps a typical student may approach using these topics to enhance their learning and develop some more refined sight singing and general singing skills. Thanks for watching.